there. Sherman, Leave a Legacy, episode number 52. No participation ribbons. There are winners and there are losers. That's how life works. If any of you ever heard of Charles Darwin, Survival of the Fittest, there are winners in the animal kingdom and there are losers. And that's just the harsh reality. The loser typically in the animal kingdom, sorry, is somebody else's meal. Here in the business marketplace, unfortunately, yes, you might get compensated, you might have a salary, but not everybody gets to go to the C-suites. Not everybody gets to be the manager. Not everybody gets to be a director. Not every entrepreneurship venture is the next Apple or the next Facebook or the next Twitter. At some point, you have to come to the realization that there is no ribbon for you to win. And the quicker that you can teach someone that in business, the better off they're going to be. And recognize that nobody is going to give you, you're not entitled to a participation ribbon. You're not entitled to that promotion because you showed up every day. We're going to give it to Jim because when you were sleeping or when you were out partying or playing on softball or bowling leagues, he was getting his MBA and you were playing. And he knows about business. He knows about profitability. He's going to add more value than your little leagues. And not to say that you shouldn't belong to those things, because I think there's a lot of value in social networking, like literally face-to-face, knowing people, having connections in a community, especially when you live in a smaller community. I think those social connections are even more valuable. At the same time, you need to understand that when it comes to your career, you truly own it. And if you're an entrepreneur, just because you put in a lot of time during the day into your career doesn't mean it's going to take off. Not every idea is a home run. And if you can identify that, the better off you're going to be. In my local town, sadly, my local butcher went out of business. And at the same time, that butcher shop, it's actually a small little like franchise. They bought meat together. It exists very strong in a community just 30 minutes south of me. And it exists very strongly in a community that's 90 miles, now about 100 miles east of us. So when it comes down to it, it's the success and failure of our business comes down to us. The most valuable lessons that can be learned are those failures. And maybe he wasn't as passionate about meat as he needed to be. Maybe he needed more income just based on his own personal needs. Maybe he had problems with staff. There's a whole multitude of different reasons why someone can fail in being an entrepreneur. And that's the sucky thing in life, is that there are no participation ribbons. I remember my sons went to the YMCA and played in the summer league of basketball. And anyone that signed up for that summer league got a trophy. And so I asked my sons what they got their trophies for. They said, oh, we were involved with this basketball league. And I said, oh, was there a tournament? And they said, no. And I said, oh, so those are just trophies you just got because you just went. The next day, my son threw the trophy away. The other one said he'd keep it just as a souvenir. Because they understand that trophies are for winners. At the same time, that doesn't define you. You're only defined by your last good gig. And even then, typically companies want to see what's next. And so there's always this pursuit of something more. And if you're competitive, it helps to be competitive for different things and to really drive yourself. At the same time, recognize your own stress level. If the idea of competition stresses you out in a business capacity, then maybe it's not meant for you, that competition, okay? But I'd say that for those that really want to go after it, competition just breeds out the best in you. I know for myself, I'm extremely competitive. I hope you find a lot of value in these. I hope I get a lot of emails from you saying, hey, this was extremely valuable. I killed it. I did very well. At the same time, I still want to beat you. right? I want you to be successful, but I still want to be more successful than you. That's just how I'm driven. That's how I'm wired. We could be doing the most mundane game, and beanbags. We could be playing beanbags, and I still want to beat you. That's just how I roll. We could be rolling dice, and I still want to beat you. Competitive. It's what motivates me. I like first place ribbons. It feels really, really good. So, what motivates you to be a winner? Have a fantastic day, everybody.